Now we're going to study a poem called Song of the Rain by Khalil Gibran. This is a poem in the course for class 9 CBSE. Khalil Gibran, born January 6, 1883, died April 10, 1931, was a Lebanese artist, poet and writer. Born in Lebanon, as a young man he emigrated with his family to the United States, where he studied art and began his literary career, writing in both English and Arabic. Rain, personified in the poem titled Sound of Rain, is handled by Gibran using different themes in different phases of its existence. First, he describes how rain forms high up in the clouds and how rain makes the flowers, the fields and the hillsides happy. Look at this picture. Shows you condensation, precipitation, and then the water evaporates and forms clouds, and the cycle repeats itself. Next, he likens the fields and the clouds as lovers, with rain as the messenger, the go-between. He also goes on to describe the life cycle of rain, its birth and death, and philosophizes how death is inevitable for every living thing. Then he describes the sound of rain as it pitter-patters on the windows. Finally, using rain as an epithet, the poet turns sentimental. He offers his views on how love should consist of affection, laughter, abiding, lovely, tearful memories. Let us read this poem and enjoy it stanza by stanza. Stanza 1. I am dotted silver threads dropped from heaven by the gods. Nature then takes me to adorn her fields and valleys. The hills laugh, the flowers rejoice. See the flowers express themselves in a riot of colors. Stanza 2. I am beautiful pearls plucked from the crown of Ishtar by the daughter of dawn to embellish the gardens. Now Ishtar was known as a goddess of love, of war and peace. And here are some pictures of Ishtar. On the left you find a stone carving. In the middle is a wall painting, and on the extreme right, a modern version of dawn. Dawn is also called Usha in Sanskrit. Man has always found dawn perform wonderful things. Dawn, the start of a fresh new day, rejuvenates all living things. Man, beast, field, farms and flowers. What a wonder it is. Stanza 3. When I cry, the hills laugh. When I humble myself, the flowers rejoice. When I bow, all things are elated. The poet has very, very beautifully brought about 3 different characteristics of people who are sensitive and humble. They cry, they humble, and they bow low. He's used all that in this single stanza. A parallel idea of Shakespeare. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the earth beneath. Are you familiar with this one? This was the famous soliloquy that Portia addressed to Shylock the Jew in the story of the Merchant of Venice. If you haven't read it, it's worth reading. Go ahead and look at it. See how beautiful, dotted silver threads, wonders of nature. Some more flowers. Even the sunny, bountiful sunflower is smiling, grinning and beaming in this picture. And happiness writ large on children's faces, all because of the rain. The universal prayer on the lip of every man all over the world. May the Lord of rain be propitious unto us. In India, Varuna is the rain god. And we pray that he gives us a bountiful rain every season. Stanza 4. The field and the cloud are lovers, and between them I am a messenger of mercy. I quench the thirst of one, I cure the ailment of the other. A parallel that is in Indian mythology, the swan, Hans, is a messenger between the lovers Nala and Damayanti. If you haven't heard of this, you must read the story, Nala and Damayanti. After the rain, the thick black clouds have become cured. The silvery lined, fleecy light clouds in a beautiful sky, beautiful blue sky, have been the cure after the black cloud have discharged all their rain. All over the world, the perfect picture of happiness, blue skies, green earth and sunshine. Look at this picture. Beautiful. Stanza 5. The voice of thunder declares my arrival. The rainbow announces my departure. I am like earthly life, which begins at the feet of the mad elements and ends under the upraised wings of death. Now every living thing has to die one day, and death will carry every one of us away. Stanza 6. I emerge from the heart of the sea and soar with the breeze. When I see a field in need, I descend and embrace the flowers and the trees in a million little ways. This is what the poet is talking about. The cycle of evaporation from the sea, going up by the breeze, taken up into the clouds, and then descending again as rain over the fields and the farms and the flowers. Stanza 7. I touch gently at the windows with my soft fingers, and my announcement is a welcome song. All can hear, but only the sensitive can understand. Now the poet, after talking about nature, is talking about the city, where rain pitter-patters on the windowsill, on the windows, and it's a welcome song that anybody can hear, but only the sensitive people can understand the highs and the lows of the music in the rain. In other words, understand the nature. The rhythmic pitter-patter of rain beating on the windows is something that is audible to everybody, of course. But it's music. That's the highs and the lows, the treble and the bass notes, the subtleties of the cycle of nature is understood only by those with a sensitive mind. stanza 8. Laughter of the field, as you can see on the picture, joy and prosperity. Sighs of the seas, evaporation happening from the surface of the sea. And tears of heaven, that's the rain. Khalil concludes this poem with a bit of sentimentalism. He ardently wishes us long breaths from the deep sea of his love, laughter from the field of his spirit, gentle, tearful sentiments from heavenly, never-ending memories for all of us. We're going to continue now with another poem called No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup.